So we back with another video, man. Today we got y'all boys with the best builds in NBA 2K25. This is gonna be my last build video for the year. I ain't really did that many this year. I used to be known as the build dude. I ain't gonna lie. But we kind of got away from that. Maybe I'm the animation dude now. I don't know. But today we gonna be giving y'all guard, swing, lock, big, all in this video. Best of each one. This is gonna be able to hold y'all off for anybody that can't get 26, I guess. We'll see if it's even worth getting it. But for people that do want builds, this is gonna be the video for you. We're gonna go over everything you need and more when it comes to builds. Like the video, subscribe if you're new. No more talking. Let's just hop into it. Now every build I'm gonna show you guys is gonna be based off the cap breakers I can get. Now obviously some of these builds are gonna be better if you have more cap breakers than me. Only cap breakers I got is the one from the seasons and the first set. Veteran 2, I'm gonna let y'all have that. Legend 1, oh no sir, no sir, no sir, no sir. Not for me. But we're gonna be showing you guys exactly how to make it. People be having their gripes with some of this stuff for the build, so I tried to make some tweaks to the builds for y'all. If you're still a problem, I don't know what you want me to do, brother. I'm not perfect. You get full creative freedom on builds. Like, everybody got their own preference. Everything I drop in these videos be a template. Change whatever you want. Let's get into it. Young and Milk, if you don't know what this stands for, you will never know. Especially at this point. You will never know. Put in the comments down below, 1 through 5. How would you rank 2K20? I said 2K25 this year. I would rank it pretty low. Let's just keep it moving. Point guard, 6'4". Weight, we're gonna go 178 on the weight. And then when it comes to the wingspan, we're gonna go 6'6". This is pretty much the build. When it comes to making the build, now, what I want to be able to do on my build, I want to shoot at a high rate because I am a guard. I do want to be tall though. Like, I know a lot of people talk about the small guards. I've been saying this since like pretty much the first day when I dropped all the builds. I thought that 6'4"s had extreme potential, and they are what they've been this whole year, where it's pretty much been like the popular guard build. Now, with that being said, when they first making it, a lot of people go 3-ball. I'ma just not waste y'all time. I'm gonna go 93 driving dunk. Now, I would go anywhere between 88 to 93 to get the cap breakers. It's just, bro, when it comes to making the build, especially for my cap breakers, if I want to be able to get everything I want on the build, driving dunk is the easiest one to get based off the other ones I'm gonna go for on the cap breaker. So I just put that up off rip. It's simple as that. Now let's go ahead and do the thing to attach what goes with it. 80 vertical, 93 dunk, 80 vertical. You do get posterizer. You also do get contact dunks. So I think we did good. So you get the smalls, you get both pros. You did your job. Now, the only thing is I did make a 6'4" early in the season. I had a 77, and I had a plan to go to 82 layup to get the Jordan pool. I'm going to be so real. That is not what we doing on this build. We're not putting +5. We're not putting no pluses on our driving layup. I made that build. I never touched the driving layup with my cap breakers. So, not even going to waste your time. I'm going to just keep that where it is. Now, the next thing we're going to do for the finishing is the 40 standing dunk. For now, we're going to put it here. It probably will go up later, but for now, we're going to put it here. Now, let's get to the shooting. Shooting, in my opinion, is pretty important. Now, I think what I'm going to get for my 3-ball is going to be enough for my midi, but some people would rather have higher midi. I'm going to have other builds for that. But for today, we're just going to go more so based off our 3-ball. Now, we're going to go 91 3-ball. 91 3-ball allows you to get 81 mid-range. That's going to be enough for me because I'm going to get a lot of shooting badges off of a cap breaker from 3-ball. Just off the 3-ball alone, we're going to be getting pretty much all the shooting badges Hall of Fame. The only badge you don't get Hall of Fame is Mini Marksman. You get Deadeye. You get Limitless Range, Hall of Fame, 96. Let me show you. Deadeye, 95. You get that. Set Shot Specialist, which is arguably the best shooting badge in the game. You get that Hall of Fame. And by the way, you can use any of these to get cap, or not cap breakers, max badge +1. So you can go even higher with it. Shifty Shooter, you get that as well. So all in all, you get all those Hall of Fame. I guess since we are doing it like this, let's go ahead and do our agility. Agility, we are going to go up to an 80. Now, for now, I may raise this even more for video purposes. On my official one, I had it higher, but for now, to be safe, so we can show you guys around on the build, we're going to go 80. Now, free throw. I like having free throw in my build. I do play a lot of 5v5, so I do think free throw is pretty important for me. If you're not playing 5v5 at all, just don't even touch it. You get to save on your free throw and put that to other places. You will be able to put that extra attribute in other places, and it'll actually matter for you. So if you don't play 5v5, it's easier for you to make the build better. By the way, anything that you see is a template. You can change. I don't care. It's not like, come on. Now, 89 pass accuracy. This is what I do. Now, if you haven't already seen my pass style video, I ranked every single pass style. Go watch that. Tyrese Halliburton, best bang for your buck pass style in the game. I've been saying it all year. That pass style video didn't change that. It didn't. But I ranked them all for y'all boys because there was some pass styles I just didn't even get to really try this year. But for the most part, yeah. For the most part, yeah. Now, when it comes to the next thing, ball handle. Now, this was one that I really wanted to raise. Ball handle, though, I ended up getting it 87. 87, 8, and 91, that's going to be my main cap breakers. Now, I do get an extra one on my cap breaker, but for the most part, this is what I do. Now, getting your ball handle to 92 is going to pretty much get you what you need for everything in terms of badges and animations. I know a lot of people love using Steve Francis. I personally think Steve Francis and Trae Young is not that big of a difference. If you think Steve Francis is better, okay. But I think it's in the same tier regardless. So going from 92 to 95, me personally, is not worth it because you can just get more on your build. Personally. Now, if you find a way to still get it and get everything else, by far better build maker than me. I'm not gonna fight you on it. You know, it's just what it is. Now, speed of ball. I'm gonna end up going 89 speed of ball. 89 speed of ball. You have to get 2 more on this to be able to get this as high as you really want it. So this is where it does get a little interesting because now you have 5 here, you have 5 here. At the moment of this video dropping, you can have, I think, 6 within the season, and you can get 5 more from the first one. But say, for instance, if you are veteran 2, you wouldn't even be stressing about this. But me personally, I'm stressing about this. So I would probably put my first 2 on speed of ball, 5 on 3 ball, so that's 7. I got 4 more left over, and I'll just put the rest on ball handle, and then that last one I get for the next season, because I'm pretty sure the next season is the last one we'll probably get cap breakers. Yeah, ball handle is what I'll do. Now, to be able to get that 92. Now, last but not least is going to be the defense. Now, you can't really make a build that's short, in my opinion, and just neglect the defense, in my opinion. I feel like, especially if you go shorter than this, I don't think perimeter defense matters too much at all if you're not getting 99. I'm gonna keep it so honest. So if you short, I would just say forget the perimeter defense, save on that, and just put it to all this other stuff because you're not gonna really contest people anyways, honestly. But that's why I like going 6'4" because you actually have enough height to like affect guys. So I like going 6'5" or 6'4" because of that. Now, I do also go 85 steal. If you do end up lowering your perimeter defense because you don't think it's gonna matter, because it sometimes don't matter on 6'4s, you can go higher on steal pretty easily. I won't lie. Now, interior defense, I did go 60. Block, I did go 63. That's just so that when people drive on you, you kind of have some type of way to like defend for yourself. But if you don't put anything on either one of those, it's gonna be free buckets every single time. Layup, dunk, it doesn't matter. To go alongside that, I did go 60 rebound. I'm gonna be honest though, if you really do want to like get more out of your build, you can kind of lower your offensive rebound, but I didn't find that necessary to do so on this build. When it comes to strength, I will go 60 just so I can be able to have strong handle. I guess I should have been showing that this whole time, but I wasn't. So yeah, I'll be able to have that. I did raise this up, and then the last thing I'll be raising is the standing up. That's the build. That is quite literally the build, top to bottom. You have contact dunks, you have elite 3-point shooting, you have elite playmaking, you have okay defense, but I think for the size is really good. Now, I will say, there are, like, for the size, I know I said 6'4", some people would even argue 6'4" is the best height for locks. When I did my builds for this, I guess run of builds I'm gonna give y'all, I tried to make every single one be at a different height, but I only did that for the guard, lock, and big. For the best build, if it had to be a repeat of a height, it's okay. Because I'm not gonna lie, the guard and lock was either gonna be 6'4" or 6'6". Now I could have did 6'7", but if I'm actually gonna do the best guard and the best lock, I'm not finna troll. So those are just 2 of the best heights in the game. So that being repeated for the best build, it's just what it is, you know. But for the most part, that's the build, top to bottom. I know it's gonna be problems in the comments down below, but honestly, bro, I really don't know what y'all be talking about on these issues. It's too slow. Bro, I know, as soon as somebody tell me a guard build is too slow in terms of speed, I know what you are. You're one of those. I'm not even gonna get into it. I'm finna get to the build similar to shades of Kevin Johnson, Tyrese Halliburton, Malcolm Brogdon. The build comes out ass. Similar to shades of. I already did similar to shades of. Oh, two-way inside-out playmaker. Inside-out playmaker in terms of the build names. Since these names been like a thing, inside-out playmaker. Crazy aura. Now at this point, I think a lot of people have this name, so it's not the same. It don't hit the same as it used to. But for me personally, it still hit. But yeah, for the most part, that's the build. Hopping straight into it. Young M, if you don't know what the M stand for, you would never know. Especially at this point. Hand and number is really up to you. I'm gonna go right with 4 every single time. If you don't know, now you know. Now, when it comes to making this build, we're gonna be making it to be a lock. Now, if we want to be able to get the weight that we want to go with, we're gonna have to go small forward. I did think about, like I said, in the guard, making this 6'7" for video purposes, because I didn't want to copy 6'4" for the lock, because I do think 6'4" is debatable. And when it comes to what the complaint is on a lot of my lock videos for the 6'6", is the speed. But I tried to make something that really works for you guys, man. I really did. So bear witness. So we're gonna go 6'6", 239 on the weight, and then we're gonna go 7'2" on the wingspan. So we go max wingspan, 6'6". We don't go max weight, but pretty much that's all you really need. So let's keep it going. Now, there's a couple different things that goes on this build that is gonna be a lot different from the last time I gave y'all a lock build, whether it was a 6'4", whether it was a 6'8", whether it was a 6'7", or even the 6'6". I'm hooping today. I'm not gonna lie. I ain't did one of these in a minute, but I'm hooping. Now, when it comes to the perimeter defense and steal, when it comes to being a lock, this is what you really care about the most. So we're gonna go 34. We're gonna go 34. Why? 94. 94. If you played this game this year, you know about cap breakers. Every single build I'm gonna show you guys is based off the cap breakers I have right now, whether that be the seasons or the starter 3. Whatever cap breaker you get from the starters. It's been a minute since I got that joint. I ain't gonna lie. If you have more from Vet, Legend, then you can go even crazier with some of the stuff I'm gonna also show you guys. But my cap breakers is going to 99 steal, 99 perimeter defense. Is it OD? Sometimes. Yes, but 99 steal when you're playing real guards, you need that to be able to get the contest as consistent as possible. 99 steal is just OD. I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes it's not even really worth it, but having it is just nice to have. You know, it can just be kind of like a bailout. Just like a lot of guards like having that high bailout, I like having high steal just to be a bailout. Can't cap. But yeah, go alongside that 80 block. 80 block is gonna be very solid. It's not the best. Like if you go 6'8", you can go crazy. If you go 6'7", it's going to be a little bit better in terms of the combination of steal, perimeter defense, and block. Because you can still get 99 steal, 99 perimeter defense. It's just the physicals are not going to hold up. And I think the physicals, in my opinion, is more important than going beyond 80 block. Because 80 block is actually still pretty good, especially with the physicals that we're going to have on this build. Now, to go alongside that, interior defense. Interior defense, we are going to go 82 interior. 82 interior so that we can be able to have post lockdown. Simple as that. So we're gonna have 82 interior, 94 perimeter, 94 steal, 80 block. Now 82 interior is good to have post lockdown, but just to be able to play interior defense is gonna be good. You're gonna be able to switch with this. The only thing is you're not gonna have a crazy rebound for a lock, so that could be a pretty solid issue. I can understand that, but for the most part, that's just what it is. Now, to go alongside that, now this is the reason why sometimes I don't really have a lot of speed on my builds when it comes to being a lock, because when you go up on speed with ball goes up. As speed with ball goes up, ball handle goes up. So you get, it's pretty expensive. Like it's those attributes are really expensive for a lock. So, and they're not the most important attributes for a lock in my opinion either. But we are going to go up on speed because it is very important to be fast in this game. So 85 speed, that's going to get your speed with ball up to a 70. Just what it is. So I think that's a pretty solid speed. To go alongside that, we're gonna go 86 agility. Now, I'm not gonna lie, this is kind of another reason why you could kind of argue 6'4" is better. You do lose the height advantage and wingspan advantage, I won't lie, but you do get a much higher agility and a much higher speed a lot easier. And you can still have the same strength, and you can still, and you're probably gonna get a higher vertical as well. So the physicals on the shorter you go, the easier the physicals, but the taller you go, the more block. It's just that simple. So yeah. It just comes down to what you really do prefer. I feel like 6'6" is like the in-between of a 6'7" and a 6'4". It's kind of that simple. To go alongside that, now, this is going to be the last little thing that's going to be, this is going to be the one that kind of does shock. Instead of going all the way to 92, so you can be able to get Legend Immovable Enforcer, which I've broken down so many times. When it comes to on-ball pass, if you really want that badge to work to the way you want it to work, Immovable Enforcer. If you really want your challenger to work the way it should work, go high on perimeter defense and long wingspan. It's that simple. But instead of going all the way there off rip, we are going to go 87 because I know a lot of y'all boys got them cat breakers. So go at 87 strength so we can save there and go in other places. That's what we're going to do. Now, to go alongside that, we are going to go 85 vertical. Or not 85, 75 vertical. That's low-key one of the lowest verticals I would usually do, but I know a lot of people don't really care about going too high on vertical like I do. I will say this, vertical will enhance your ability for passing lanes in terms of the animations you will get, but mainly you putting this up for the rebound animations or just better rebounding, blocking animations, or just better blocking. It's that simple. But for a couple of years, it was also helping your dunking ability, which it does do in this game, but you're not really caring about that too much as a lock. The main things you would do it for is block, rebounds, and steals. It's that simple. Now, to go alongside that, let's do the 3-ball. It's going to be kind of simple. You're just going to go at 83 3-ball. It's that simple. I'm not going to touch the free throw here yet because a lot of people, if you're making this, you may not even be playing it for 55. So you're not going to touch it. So you can keep that where it is. Pass accuracy, I just got it up to be able to have it. Whatever the lowest pass accuracy you want to go for on your lock, do that. It just really don't matter too much. If you're not getting 78, I don't think pass accuracy is that important because you're still just going to be putting on non-pass accuracy. I just put it up to 71 just so it wouldn't be awful. I don't give my teammates terrible catches and it's just not too slow. But for the most part, whatever you're comfortable with, go lower. 71 is the lowest I'm comfortable doing. So that's what I ended up doing personally. Now, to go alongside that, we are going to have dunk. Now, I'm not going to have a crazy dunk. My standing dunk is going to be more so based off my driving dunk because I'm going to be mainly cutting and doing back doors or just cutting for lobs or on a fast break. It's never going to be I'm just standing at the block for a standing dunk. So I'm not going to put that high. But what I will go high on is my driving dunk. 84 driving dunk allows me to not only use cat breakers to get it even higher to an 87 if I do think I'm going to do that, which I don't think I will. But if I do want to, I can. But I'm really putting it for 84 so I can be able to have the contact alley-oops. Just having a contact alley-oops, in my opinion, holds its purpose. But if you do go 87, you also do get silver posterizer. So if you think that's worth it, do that. But for the most part, that's just what it is. Now, when it comes to the last but not least thing that we're going to put on this build, as you can see, look at all the things that I could raise because I haven't touched the free throw yet. I could touch a lot of things. I'm going to just touch free throw. And we're going to go 71. And that's the build. That's the lock build. In my opinion, when it comes to making a 6'6", if you want to be able to be as fast as you really want to be on these lock builds, the way a lot of people be acting like in the comments, this is what you got to do. It's that simple. Now, I do think 6'4" is if you want to really go for a faster lock. Like if you think speed is your real issue when you're guarding guys, go 6'4". 6'4" is definitely going to be more so to your liking. But if you feel like you want more block, go 6'7". It's that simple. It's quite literally that simple. But the cat breakers, you definitely gonna be using perimeter defense, steal, and strength. If you're gonna be doing your max badge plus ones, honestly, I probably would do it more, either to set shot specialists, or I would be doing it to high flying and higher. But I'm pretty sure you low key could do both. You also could do posterizer. I'm not gonna lie, that's another valid one. It's a couple different valid ones though, to be real. Like I'm not gonna lie, it's a couple different valid ones. Depending on how your team plays, I could see some people doing brick wall. It's a couple different ones that you could, but that's the build. Sim 2 shades of Gerald Wallace, OG Anunoby, Paul George. Pretty good similitudes if you're making a lock, to be honest. Can't cap. Maybe not Clippers Paul George. But for the most part, that's the versatile stopper. That's the best lock build in the game. If you're making a 6'6", based on how I made it. By the way, though, if there's anything you want to change, though, it is a template. Do not don't even start. I ain't even gonna lie. Young and Mim. You don't know what the M stand for. You will never. You will never know. Hand and number is completely up to you. When it comes to the position, we are a big man build. I don't think we need to play around with it. When it comes to the height, we will be going 7 foot. When it comes to the weight, we will be going 264. We are trying to be doing a very important build. Now, I will not lie. In this video, we will be giving you 2 different vantage points. If you've been here for a minute, you know how we get down. We don't just show you guys one build. I did that on the last 2. This one, I couldn't do it. I'm not gonna lie. It's not really even possible. We got to give y'all 2 different avenues. So one is gonna be long wingspan. One is gonna be more shooting. The one with more shooting, I did for a separate reason, which I probably would get into. But for this one, I'ma just say 7'8". I think the 7'8" is the better one, so we're gonna start it out with this one. So 7 foot, max wingspan. You're gonna be able to get 99 strength on it. 99. I'm telling you. Let's get to it. All right. Now, when it comes to making the build, where do y'all think we're gonna start out first? We're gonna start from finishing. Like, if it was a lock, we would start defensive. If it was a sharp build, we're gonna start shooting. But come on. If anything else, we're just gonna start at the top. Let's start from the top. All right, when it comes to standing up, we're going to go all the way up here to 90. Now, the thing with the standing up that's interesting about this game, when you do go up on standing up, you can get this to, okay, I'm not doing that. We're going to go up on vertical so that we can do this. So we're going to end up with a 74 vertical to go alongside that standing up. So with this standing up, we do have gold rise up. If we did want to go up 5 with cap breakers, we have the option of doing so. Will I be doing that? We will go over the cap breakers I actually will use at the end. But this is the option for the people that are going to make this build in this video. Now, to go alongside that, we do have a 73 driving dunk just so we can be able to have poster, riser. Simple as that. Are we going to be able to have the lob alley-oops? No. Are we going to be, or not the lob alley-oops. Lob alley-oops is the same thing. Lob alley-oop contact dunks. Why do I keep saying that? Alley-oop contact dunks. Lob contact dunks. Not the same, not lob alley, don't matter. Yeah, that's pretty much the driving up. We don't really have to have it that high because we have such a high standing up, but we do have it for when the time comes. To go alongside that, we did go 82 close shot. I'm really gonna be so honest with you. I don't know why I went 82 close shot. I can't even lie. To go alongside that, we're going to go 64 post control. Maybe we can lower the 82 close shot, but I think I just got that as high as possible. I'm pretty sure that was the goal there. I guess we could have went 84 to get it higher, but I'm not going to even lie to you and tell you that we're going to do cap breakers there because we're not. Now, to go alongside that, we're going to go 80 on the mid-range. Now, I'm going to do mid-range on the builds, both of them, to pretty much showcase how high of 3-ball and badges we're going to get. But 3-ball on both of them is going to be 70. So the big difference on the 2 builds is going to be the mid-range. That's why I said I do think this one is better because I'm not gonna lie. It really does come down to what you think is better. Do you think more shooting is better or do you think wingspan? Because outside of the shooting, there's no difference. Only difference is the wingspan and the shooting. That's the only difference. You get lower wingspan on the other one, so you get more shooting. This one you get, did I say longer or lower? I mean, you get shorter wingspan on the other one, so you get more shooting. This one you get longer wingspan, so you get less shooting. But you technically get the same, you just get less badges. So let's keep it going. You're gonna end up with an 82 free throw. Actually, we're gonna do it like we did in the lock one. We're gonna say that for last so you can kind of see how much stuff you can raise if you are not playing 5v5. I'm gonna end up raising that because I do play 5v5, but for the most part, that's what it is. Now, to go alongside that, I do have 94 pass accuracy. Now, this one might be a little overkill. That's why a lot of this stuff I be telling y'all is template, but you can go 99. So, yeah. So you can have that. I do think having high pass accuracy this late in the game is actually pretty important because, yeah, I think it does help a lot, to be honest. Especially with how slow this build is going to be because it is tall. The way you can make up for it is your passing ability. So that's just what it is. So we did go high on that. To go alongside that, we are going to go max here. Then we are going to go 69. This is going to be another difference, I guess. Instead of like a little bit lower still, like we maxed it still out on the shorter wingspan, but this one you get 69, so you also do get bronze interceptor, so I guess that does matter. Now, one pretty big difference I did do, instead of going like super high block, I only went 84. If you don't want to go super high pass accuracy, You could trade that off for block, but you're not gonna get a lot of block. Block is very, very expensive. It's that simple. To go alongside that, another thing that really is kind of gonna be different. A lot of people like going high offensive rebound. I didn't do that. I ended up going 94 defensive rebound and then going 75 offensive rebound. Now, this is another one that's slightly different of the two builds. I think you have slightly higher offensive rebound, just like you have slightly higher steal on this build in comparison to the shorter wingspan. But for the most part, the big difference is the shooting ability. Steal, I would say. Because you don't really get an extra badge from the offensive rebound. You do get an extra badge on steal because of interceptor. You don't get it on the other one. But for the most part, it's pretty much the same build. Now, last but not least, for the defense, y'all probably was like, bro, that's a really low interior. Bro, come on, bro. Y'all know I'm not doing that. But I am not going to go crazy on it. I'm going to go 84. But for the most part, that's where we're going to stop it at. 84 interior defense so that you can be able to play hands up. And I'm going to be honest, since they buffed the interior defense, I personally haven't had an issue on my 6'9". I haven't had an issue on my 6'7". I haven't had an issue on some of my bigger builds. It's that simple. If we do get y'all some more big man builds, I'm not going to lie, my 6'9" is crazy. So, but I did want to give y'all something big because I haven't done a big man build in a while. So that's just what it is. I haven't gave y'all a lot of builds in a while, but it's been I was looking at it. It's been a really long time since I gave y'all a 7-footer. So this is what we doing. Now, when it comes to the strength, I'm going to go 94 strength. When it comes to the speed, we're going to go 66 speed. Now, okay, let's go over the cap breaker options. You have an option of going strength cap breaker. You would have 99. You would end up with probably, okay, let's go over them. Okay, so one thing that's 100% going to get used as a cap breaker. I don't care who you are, defensive rebound. You're going to go 99 defensive rebound so you can be able to get legend rebound chaser. So if you do go 99 rebound, that's going to also go into box out beast so that if you do want to go 99 strength, you can now get your box out beast to legend. So you can get legend box out beast, you can get legend brick wall from going to 99 strength. Now, post lockdown, you're not going to really be able to change. Post powerhouse, you're not going to really be able to change. A move enforcer, you're not going to be able to really change. Really, nothing else is going to change between those two badges, but you do go legend brick wall and legend box out beast, which is, in my opinion, pretty big. It's just that simple. It's pretty big. So, in my opinion, the two main ones I would personally do is the rebound and the strength. Now, where it does start to become a debate, in my opinion, is the pass accuracy and strength for this build. For the other one, you got even more debates. But for this build, it does come down to the pass accuracy and the standing up. Do you think 94 is enough or do you need 99? I don't think anybody really needs 99, but it's nice to have. But is it that big of a difference going from 90 standing up to a 95? In my opinion, yes, I'm going to do that. So I personally will go rebound, strength, then standing up, then pass accuracy for the cap breakers. And then just to finalize the build for the big man, this is the build. This is the final product. Obviously, like I say in all the videos, everything I do is a template. You can change however you want. I'm just showcasing what I would do if I was making this exact build. Simple as that. So, yeah, that's the build. 72 Shades of Donovan Clingan, Arvydas Sabonis, Alfred Sengun, who I will not speak about after that playoff performance I seen out of that brother. Oh my goodness. Two-way inside the arc maestro. I really think this is a good build. Personally, if y'all think it's bad, I don't know what to say. It's just kind of one of those it is what it is moments. But yeah, this is a build that like you could really spam the 99 attributes. Like somebody gonna see your top 3 attributes, see 99 pass. 99, bro, he got 3 99s. They ain't gonna know you got the 90 standing up. They ain't gonna know you got the jumper. Like, it's gonna get real critical real fast. But for the most part, that's the build. Hopping into it, man. Young MM. If you don't know what the M stand for, I promise you, I don't even gotta say too much. Let's keep it going. Hand and number is completely up to you. Right and faux every single time is what I'm gonna go for. Now, when it comes to me making this build, like I said, we're going to have 2 different ones. And the best height in the game, in my opinion, for builds is 6'6". If you want to say 6'4", I did a guard build for it. Go watch that. I told you guys, I was not trying to have a combination of the same thing. I did a lock build at 6'6", but lock and guard are 2 different things. This is going to be kind of more so like a guard build, but it's going to be to do everything. Let's get into it. So 6'6", we're going to go down to 195. Then to go alongside that, we're going to keep the wingspan at 6'10". Now, this is going to be a build where, like I said, it's going to have two different avenues. One is going to be more so trying to do the main thing. The other one is going to be trying to score in any way possible. Everything is about a bucket on the other one. That's what we're going to call that. Everything is about a bucket at the end of the day. That's what we're going to call that one. Now, so first things first, when it comes to the finishing, we're going to start it off here. 89 on the finishing. We're going to go 89. 89, you want to go +4 here to get cat breakers. We're going to go with cat breakers, but the cat breakers is going to be more so based off what I have. So starter 3 cat breakers +5. And then the extra ones you get from the seasons. It's that simple. So you get, I guess, if you got every single season at the time you're recording this, I believe it's 6. I believe. So that should be 11. If you got more from vet, that ain't me. If you got more from legend, good luck. Brother, good luck. So, yeah, it's just that simple. 40 standing dunk to go alongside that. That's all you really need. So, I'm going to go probably +4 here. But for the most part, that's just what it is. To go alongside that, I'm going to get most of my shooting badges from the mid-range. But we are going to be able to score from the mid-range. Mid-range is very popular on this 2K. Again, just like it was last year. And we're going to have that mid-range up on this build. I think the big difference between a 6'6" and some of the smaller builds, for me, of how I would make them, I kind of do put more importance on the mid-range because you can't have that crazy high 3 ball on a 6'6" that you can have on the smaller builds. Now, I know some people do go high on the mid-range too on the small builds, but that's what I'm saying is the difference for me when I'm making the two. For me, because like I said, at the end of the day, all these builds are preference. So everything I'm going to show you guys is a template. You can change whatever you want to change. To go alongside that, though, we're going to have an 83 3 ball. That's going to allow to have limitless range, because if you put up just the mid-range, you won't be able to touch your limitless range. So that's just what it is. Now, I'm going to wait for the free throw, but y'all know I play 5v5, so I'm going to end up raising that. But if you don't play it, you don't even have to touch it. You're going to be able to get a lot more, but you're going to see at the end. To go alongside that, I am going to have the 89 pass accuracy. I did rank every single pass out in the game, so if you haven't seen that, go watch that. By the way, I did test every single jump shot, so if you haven't watched that, go watch. If you haven't watched that, go watch that. I ranked every single layup package. If you haven't watched that, go watch that. Ball handle. Now, I'm not gonna lie, one of the most sophisticated things about making these guard builds when you get above 6'4" is the animations drop. Not one tier, not two, they drop a couple. It's not the same. You're not playing the same game as them small guards. So I went 85. I'm going to use a cat breaker to get that to 86. And then I go 84. And I'm going to use a cat breaker to get that to 85. 85 is what you need for T-Mac. People was on me about not having T-Mac in the dribble animations. That's me, bro. I won't lie. That's me. When I did that last season, people was on me crazy about it. I just completely forgot that there was even a new SIG size up T-Mac in the game. I had even been playing on my 6'5" a lot, and I just even forgot. And the moment I put it on, it was just drastically better. So I am going to be going for 85. And I have 85 on my 6'5". So it's just what it is. So that's just what it is. Now, to go alongside that, you are going to be going 85 perimeter defense, 85 steal, and then you're going to have a 65 interior, and then you're going to have a 70 block. Now, this is just to make sure everything is fair and balanced for how you want to make your build. Now, you could lower your block. You could lower your interior defense, to be real. I think one thing that I did try to do was go 68, and I think I did go 60. We're going to see from here a different perspective, but we're going to keep that going. So, for the most part, still, you're going to be able to have silver and gold interceptor and 85 perimeter defense. You're going to have silver challenger. I'm going to go ahead and raise this to 80. So, you're going to have silver challenger, silver on ball menace, silver pick dodger, gold and gold off ball pass. And to go alongside that, you will have a 60 strength. So no, you actually won't have any immovable enforcer on this build, which y'all know how important that badge is to me. It's just hard to have everything on a lot of these builds. It's that simple, kind of really that simple. Now, since I did do it like this, I have to go 80 vertical so that we can get that 93 driving up on the build. When we do that, it's gonna be easy for what I do later on in the game. So that's just what it is. Now, if I wanted to go here, I could, but look, I don't really get much else outside of that. If I wanted to go, what else did that raise? Oh, it rose this. If I wanted to go speed ball, it rolls my speed. Oh, I guess I gotta raise my free throw. So I won't be doing that, actually. On my free throw that I actually ended up getting on mine, like I said, I just showcased all the stuff that you can kind of raise for how you want to do it. I went 90 free throw. And since I didn't, I guess, keep this up, we actually gonna go back to having this as high as it was. And yeah, I don't know why that was already up there. I don't know why that defensive rebound was up there, but it is what it is. That's pretty much the build that we're going to have, and we're going to put the offensive rebound as the last one that we're going to put up. All in all around, this is the build in the game. Now, I will be showing you guys an alternative. If you feel like the layup is too low, maybe a hint that there's going to be a higher layup in that one. I don't know what to tell you, but the cat burgers, the max badges, let's get into it. The cat burgers I'm going to use. Let's go ahead and start it off. I'm going to go +5 on my mid-range. I'm going to get that up there so I can be able to have Hall of Fame set shot specialist, gold Deadeye, gold shifty shooter. I want to be able to have all that. If I do go +5 mid-range, I'll be able to get all those badges, gold and Hall of Fame, set shot specialist being Hall of Fame, and you can go max badge +1 on that to legend, which is most likely what I'm going to do. So that's probably the first cat breaker I would do. Not even probably. Now the other cat breakers, speed ball, that's another one. So you at 6, ball handle, that's 7. So you have 7. Now for the extra 4, like I said, you can get up to 11. 4 more on driving dunk, 93 driving dunk. You now have gold posterizer, and you got pretty much the pros and the well, you don't get smalls if you 6'5" and up, but so you get both of the pros, and you have contact dunks, and you have gold posterizer, which is very good. But you also do get the Russell Westbrook dunk package, which is pretty good in this game. So that's just what it is. Now, all in all, when it comes to this build, you get pretty good. You know what I'm saying? You get pretty good cat breakers for the build. When it comes to, I guess, the other max badge +1, since we do get block, I guess you could go high flying denier. You don't get movable enforcer, so that's not really an option. I'm trying to look for y'all another one that we could do. No, you can't do off ball pass could be one. I probably wouldn't do that. I guess dimer is an option. The one I probably would do is probably high flying denier, to be honest. High flying denier, set shot specialist, or the max badge pluses I would do. I would do mid-range, +5, +1 on ball handle, +1 on speed ball, and then +4 on driving dunk. Whatever else you want to do, if you like, I guess, Legend 1, so you get 10 more, you can go crazy. Then I did. That's just what I did. Simple as that. I don't usually not care about rebounding, but if I wanted to be able to get everything I got on the build, that's just what it was. And then look at the similar tools. Tyrese Halliburton in these playoffs. I don't really know what to say. At the time of this video uploading, we shall see. That's going to be in the future. But 2-way, 3-level playmaker. Shout out to Shea. Shout out to Drew Holiday. But shout out to Tyrese Halliburton in these playoffs. 2-way, 3-level playmaker. That's the build. But yeah, that's going to be the end of this video, man. 2K25 is coming down to the end. I'm not going to lie. Season 8. Y'all can go look at the best animation video in the video. That's the last season. They showed 400 days remaining on the season, like there was not going to be another one. Then they changed it. Now we know it's going to be a season 9. So I will give y'all one more video probably for season 9. But I got a couple before the end of season 8, obviously. But we're going to give y'all some things that like y'all probably wouldn't expect. But news should be coming out very soon. So we'll be uploading 2K26 news and stuff like that. Anything I see as important very soon. I think on the... Actually, y'all may be getting that before y'all get this video. So I don't know. We'll see how that works out. But yeah, like the video, man, if you haven't already. Subscribe if you're new. 2K26 around the corner. Like the video if y'all want more build videos for 2K26. I did start a builds channel if y'all don't know. So I be uploading all the builds that don't go on the main. They all go over there. So if you do want to see more builds more consistently, y'all can go to the build channel. That's going to be what y'all want to see. But yeah, like the video. Subscribe if you're new. No more talking. Your boy Fitz, man. I'm out there, man. Now, I've been letting y'all off for a little while. 90%. Let me say it again. 90% of y'all aren't even subscribed. Now, I've been doing this for a little while now. Y'all, I know y'all mess with the content at this point. So subscribe. Subscribe. It's that simple. If you buying anything on Fortnite, Epic Games Store, Use code YaboiFitz. I don't know why I ain't been had this, but yeah.
Tell them to bring me my money. Yeah!